It's the NFL on EA Sports. And coming up, it'll be no holds barred between NFC East rivals. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. And it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the heart of Texas and the spectacular AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson up here in the booth. Greg, we've looked at this matchup, talked about the offenses, the defenses. Feels like a tight one, and usually what does that mean? Special teams could be a big factor in who gets out of here with the W.
Each week when we come into these games, Mike, we probably do a disservice to just the importance of how much special teams plays a factor in deciding the outcome of these games. And you're exactly right. When teams find themselves very similar on offense, very similar on defense, all the metrics, all the stats, can you find an advantage, even the slightest one, in the kicking game, the return game, generate a turnover or a big kick return? Sometimes that little slight advantage is all you need to tip the scales in your favor.
To return is Kenneth Gainwell. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time, and leading them out, their quarterback. It's Jalen Hurts.
I don't know about you, Mike, but my biggest takeaway from our meeting with him was just how important it is that they get off to a fast start. He made it very clear. They wanted to put their opponent on their heels right from the jump. So I think early in this game, they're going to come out swinging right from their opening whistle.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Right to the air, it's Hurts. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time, and it'll be 2nd down.
At this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy on those intermediate throws. I think he had an opportunity there for a nice pickup. Off target, off rhythm, and ends up getting away from it.
That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Malik Hooker there on the tackle. Here's 3rd and 7. To throw is Hurts. Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown. A pickup of 12 yards. 1st down, Philadelphia.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. Marist Liufau there on the stop. Now we'll get a pause here. An injured player, and it's A.J. Brown who was hurt on that last play. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Man in motion is Smith. Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Now Hurts. He'll try to run for it.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself. but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
Here comes the Eagles punt team. Back deep to receive, the explosive Cavante Turpin. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. Leading them out, the number 3 overall pick of the 2021 draft. From North Dakota State, it's Trey Lance.
Think back just a couple years, Mike. This was the 3rd overall pick in the 2021 draft. And while things haven't exactly panned out the way he likely envisioned for himself, there's no denying it. He still possesses a ton of raw talent and untapped potential. He's been grinding away kind of out of the spotlight these last couple years, hoping he'd eventually get another shot to showcase how much he's grown, and that opportunity has finally come.
And this play's going nowhere, taken down behind the line. A great way for this defense to get on the field and get started.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up 3rd down.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
Lance looking to throw. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And no return on this one. Fair catch signaled for and taken. The Eagles offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. Both teams matching punts to start this one, so they'll go about trying to get something put together on the offensive side. It's 1st and 10. 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And the defense right on that. I don't know if keeping would have done any better. No gain on that one.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. That's taken in left side by Smith.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Hurts now on 3rd and 2. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
That quarterback called that play in the huddle. That ball was only going to one guy. He was the first read, the second read, and the check down, and it was called to perfection. They got the perfect look and led to a nice game.
A 1st down throw for Hurts. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. Jahan Dotson was the intended receiver there. It's 2nd down.
To say football is a game of inches may be an understatement after that last play. I mean, if he gets there just a little bit quicker, he can get 2 hands on it and reel it in. And instead of just forcing the incomplete, he could have had himself a pick.
To the air again. Hurts. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Third and short, and Hurts will throw. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. A gain there of 21. First down, Philadelphia.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on the big scramble. He's able to pick up the first down and keep the drive alive.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Man in motion is Smith. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down. Slot man in motion left. On third down, it's Hurts. That's caught. Left side. It's complete.
Now they're entering the area of the field, especially with the amount of yards they've gained on this possession, Mike, where it feels like a touchdown is critical. For the defense, settling for a field goal here, especially with the ball where it is, feels like a win.
Here's Hurts. He'll take this himself. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
Hurts gonna hold on to this one. Maybe a couple there. It's third down.
I don't mind the call. Down here this close to the goal line, you're trying to account for the extra defenders. In this case, you're trying to read them, but give credit to the defense. They had the running back accounted for and the quarterback.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
On fourth down, it's Jake Elliott time for the Eagles. This, about as short as you can get. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles will take a 3-0 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get 3.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. This is a short kick, returnable from the 13. Good return here, brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. To throw, here's Lance. A short throw caught by Ferguson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. But he can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. That's to the middle of the field and caught by Cooks.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
Here's 1st and 10. Lance. Right back to Cooks. He's got another one. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Here's a carry for Dowdle. And he'll lean forward, getting this to about the 35. Reed Blankenship coming up from his safety spot to make the stop. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now Dowdle. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Here's Lance. Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
The offense is trying to stretch the field vertically. They're trying to put as many receivers into the coverage deep as possible. But you know what you need? You need time. You need to allow those guys to get downfield. But when you have a pass rush like this, they don't let that time unfold, and that pocket collapsed and results in a sack.
On 4th down, here's Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal try. The kick is perfect, right down the middle. And the Cowboys will tie the game at 3 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
So the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. Here's Gainwell to return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Eagles offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll set out in search of a first touchdown in this game. Just a pair of field goals to show. It's 3-3 as they start 1st and 10. Dotson, the man in motion. On 1st down, it's Hurts. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Malik Hooker.
So in this last possession, Mike, they take the ball away, and they do it from playing cover 3 defense. So what that means is there's 3 deep players. There's 2 corners and a safety. They divide the field into thirds, and everybody else underneath is just looking at the quarterback. Straight zone coverage, played perfectly, leads to a big takeaway.
The Cowboys offense ready to get back at it. They'll start in outstanding field position, looking for a way to break our tie. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll go with a counter on first down. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They drop him in the backfield.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. He's got the open man. That's Jalen Tolbert. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They need the 24-yard line as they come up for 3rd down. Throwing, Lance. That is brought in at the 10. He is in. Jake Ferguson. Touchdown, Dallas.
Just a beautiful ball there by the quarterback. And the point I want to make here, Mike, and make sure the viewer understands is, in the NFL, if you have to wait for a guy to be open and then deliver the ball, it's too late. So often these quarterbacks throw their guy open. They anticipate where the void in the coverage is going to be. That's exactly the reason this play worked out here, Mike, and he's able to connect here for a big touchdown.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Cowboys take a 10-3 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here's Gainwell to return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Eagles offense getting set to get back to work. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Clearly the plan on offense was to establish the run a little bit on this drive, Mike, but the defense is having none of it. 1st and 2nd down stop, no gain. Now it brings up a 3rd and long. We'll see if they try something else.
On third down, here's Hurts. And that is incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and that'll set up fourth down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Now fair catch is taken back inside the 40. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. So after one, it's the Cowboys with the early edge. We're back to Arlington in a moment. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Now Lance. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. To throw is Lance. The ball's out. That'll be picked up by the Eagles. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away.
The visitors' offense back onto the field for their next possession. They can get back into this quickly now. Very short field ahead. It is 1st and 10. Hurts will work here from the pistol. Quick throw here is complete. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
That's a short one, caught by Gower. And he's into the end zone. Dallas Goedert, touchdown Philadelphia. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
Here's Jake Elliott for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Eagles will tie things up. It's now 10-10. All level at 10 as this one's kicked off. Now a return coming from the 14. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They'll see if they can go about breaking our tie. We're all even at 10 as this drive begins, 1st and 10. The drive will start on the ground. He's inside the 35. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Rico Dowdle. Touchdown, Cowboys. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run play is to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
Now, Aubrey for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Cowboys go up by 7. It is now 17-10. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here's Gainwell to return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The visitors' offense ready for this next possession. They find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with 1st down and 10. Man in motion is Smith. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. The open receiver is Dotson. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. A pistol snap back to Hurts. And that is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. And it's going to be 4th down.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
Now, fair catch will be taken out near the 35-yard line. The home team's offense and running back Rico Dowdle getting set for this next drive. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. Lance looking to throw. He's going to keep it himself.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Third down, 3 to go. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's got his tight end. That's Ferguson. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Blitz coming, he'll throw it. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. The open man is Tolbert. And he will score. Jalen Tolbert. Touchdown, Dallas.
And that was just a great drive. Really from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm. Mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Aubrey now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Cowboys move out to a 24-10 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Isaiah Rodgers now to return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to take over once again. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Hurts now. This one is caught by Dotson.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Now Hurts. Quick throw on the slant, taken in by Smith. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
I think they're going to have to be more creative here on the back end with the types of coverages they show this quarterback. Change the look pre-snap to post-snap. Mix in zone, mix in man. They got to make it more challenging on the quarterback going forward.
Hurts to the air on 1st down. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, He's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
He's going to run it. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
On first down, it's Hurts. A short throw taken in by Goddard. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
Dotson, the man in motion. Hurts looking to throw on first down. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
This is why every defense wants to play with the lead, because it allows them to just tee off on the quarterback. Go rush the passer. You're not worried about them handing the ball off or a little quick game. You know they're chasing points, so what can you do? You can get after this guy, and boy, have they ever.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. To the outside, he's got Smith. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
On third down, it's Hurts. He'll try and get there on the ground.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
Tight end going in motion here. They'll try it now with Barkley. And he's going to have an Eagles first down. They needed 3. They got 6. Enough for the fourth down conversion.
This is a little bit of a tough spot for a play caller, Mike. Fourth down, is it close enough that I can run the ball? Is it far enough that I have to risk a pass? That took some courage to call a run play, and fortunate for them, they're able to celebrate after.
On the carry, this is Kenneth Gainwell. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
A second down throw for Hurts. That's taken in left side by Smith.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
Now Hurts going to call his own number, and he will take it in himself. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. The dual threat of the quarterback. When you have one that can run, why not use him, especially down here, Greg? And they punch it in for the touchdown.
There's nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than down here near the goal line when he can call his own number. And in this case, that's exactly what he does, and he's able to take it in himself.
On is Elliott to add the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Eagles back within 7. It's 24-17. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Cavante Turpin on the return. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The home team's offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
He'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
What we're seeing here in this first half, Mike, is an example of the offensive line, the running back, and the play caller all on the same page. The execution and the ability to continue to pick up chunk plays on the ground has been a great start for this offense.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. To throw, here's Lance. To the left side, he's got Ferguson. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. Here's 2nd and 2. Lance. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
Got to get this to the 25. Here's 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. On the return is Rogers. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. Spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. Hurts working in the pistol. He's going to tuck it and go. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. Now Jalen Hurts on second down. That'll be taken in by Barkley. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Along the sideline, a nice catch. The feet in. It's a short gain, but it'll move the chains. A first down.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Hurts will try it again. He'll tuck it and take off. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second, as it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. And he'll be taken down. They got him back at the 50-yard line. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Throwing is Hurts. That's caught by Smith on the right side. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. So it's going to bring up 4th down. So it's halftime here in Arlington with the Cowboys in front. As we'll send you over to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman standing by. He's got the EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment. But for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports halftime report. In that first half, we were treated to a stellar performance by quarterback Trey Lance. He fired his guys into the lead with 2 first-half touchdown passes as they were looking like a well-oiled machine in the first half of play. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins.
Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. They play it short, take it at the 15-yard line. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Cowboys offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, try to add to it. It begins with first down. Lance looking to throw. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
On the ground, it's Dowdle. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half, and he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
To throw is Lance. It's going to be pulled in by Dowdle. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Quarterback knew the blitz was coming. You could hear him pre-snap communicating with the guys up front, but sometimes it's just the perfect defensive call, and there weren't enough blockers to account for all the rushers. He had to get the ball out quick, and thankfully for him, he got it out just in the nick of time.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
That is caught. Hooks gets the grab. 11 yards on the connection there. First down, Cowboys.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
They'll run with Dowdle, and that'll go for a gain of about 4. Josh Sweat there on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll run former K-State product Deuce Vaughn. And the defense, good job sticking to their rules. They didn't take their eyes off the running back, who gains nothing.
I know it's easy from up in the booth, Mike, but I think that's one of those zone reads where the quarterback needs to pull it and keep it himself. The defense was clearly keyed on the running back. Not much room in there. No gain.
Here's Lance. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Cowboys will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. Here's Gainwell to return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Able to tiptoe around one tackler, but not a second. He'll be taken down for no gain right at the line of scrimmage.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
On 3rd down, here's Hurts. He's got this one complete to Goddard. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big play and a much-needed one as well. And even 30 yards.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else, and I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Man in motion is Smith. And the defense snuffed that one out. It goes down as a completion, but no gain on the play.
Well, you could tell that the defense had seen that play on game tape, and they were ready for it. They tried to do a little jet sweep pop pass out of the gun. Defense was all over it. Nowhere to go, no gain.
A pistol snap, back to Hurts. Short pass taken in by the tight end. A gain there of 15. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
We've already seen these two guys connect for a touchdown in this game, and had they been on the same page there, I think they would have been able to add to that total. Unfortunately for them, just a little bit off, and it falls incomplete.
To the air again, Hurts. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
We spend so much time talking about quarterbacks and the special plays that they can make. And of course, that's a big part of playing quarterback in the NFL. But also, can you avoid the bad plays? Do you know when the fight is over and live to play another down? Don't take that sack. Throw the ball away, get back out there on 3rd down, and give yourself a chance.
3rd and long for Hurts. The open receiver is Dotson. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the Eagles 1st down. They needed 3. They got 6. Enough for the 4th down conversion. Open man left side is Brown. He's got it.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
And the Eagles are going to be set up with 1st and goal. He couldn't quite break the plane, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that 1st down himself.
Here's Barkley. Good blocking, and he's in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Elliott on now for the PAT. His kick is good. And the Eagles are back within 6. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 15. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Lance. That is incomplete. He was looking for Brandon Cooks with that pass. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
You hear quarterback coaches say it all the time. Let's get our guy easy completions. Well, that falls certainly into that category, Mike, but when you fail to connect on those, just ends up being a wasted down.
Now Lance. That's complete to Kevontae Turpin. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He's got a man open. That's Tolbert. And he will go all the way. Jalen Tolbert. Touchdown, Cowboys. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. The Cowboys have Lance and the offense out there, and they're going to go for 2. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. On the return is Rogers. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts getting set for their next possession. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. The 2nd down throw is incomplete. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Man in motion is Smith. 3rd and short, and Hurts will throw. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down.
Just a great example of not only the anticipation, but the instincts to go break that pass up, Mike. You can see he's clearly looking at the quarterback's eyes, and once that ball was delivered, he's just attacking it and breaking it up.
This kick hangs up, and a fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. The Cowboys offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To throw, here's Lance. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
Let's give credit where credit's due. Defensively, finding yourself down by this much at this stage of the game, they could just pack it in. They could say, all right, this one's over. We're moving on to next week. They're continuing to play hard. They're continuing to get after the quarterback, and nice start to this drive.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Rough sequence over these last couple plays. 1st down sack. 2nd down big play attempt falls incomplete. And now to make matters worse, you got to operate in 3rd and long on a defense that knows they can just pin their ears back and try to get after the quarterback.
Pass completed right side to Ferguson.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
Cowboys special teams unit heads out for the punt. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. A fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 15. The Eagles offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. 1st and 10. He'll start on the ground with Barkley. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time, and it's going to be 3rd down.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
And that is incomplete.
You just never want to overthrow an open receiver. If anything, even if the receiver just has to slow down a little bit to run under the ball, that's okay. It might not end up in a touchdown, but you're at least going to end up with a completion.
Here comes the Eagles punt team, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. Now fair catch is called for and made right there at the 45. The Cowboys offense ready to get back at it. And as we look back now, Greg, at how we got here, we got a ton of highlights of the offense so far. In particular, great passing.
Yeah, and if you want to score points in the NFL, Mike, there's no secret. You've got to do it primarily through the air, and with 3 touchdowns here so far, that's exactly what we've seen. It's been deep balls. It's been intermediate shots. It's been good run after catch. This has really been high-level offense on display right from the jump.
Now Dowdle. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8. Here's a carry for Dowdle. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Got a man, that's Tolbert. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. They get 20 on the connection. That's good for a Dallas 1st down.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
A short throw caught by Ferguson. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They face 2nd down and 7. Lance. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back.
All right, so there's really three areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number one, the traditional handoffs. Number two, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Lance looking to throw. He'll try to run for it. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the first down. A gain of 16, good enough for a first down.
Here you are at the end of the game. You need a stop. You find yourself trailing. You have everybody covered, and the quarterback gets loose. Those are the plays that just kill a defensive coordinator. You're about to force a punt, about to get the ball back to your offense. Give credit to the quarterback. He made a play when they needed it. And this game almost just flipped completely on his head. You find yourself with a lead, just trying to milk the clock away in the fourth quarter, and that's a gift. I mean, that defender just flat out drops the ball, and if he's able to secure that takeaway, this game looks very different for this offense.
A run now on second down, and he keeps the legs moving, able to get it down inside the 5. Third and goal. To throw is Lance. Under pressure, and now he's going to go down back at the 8-yard line.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. This, about as short as you can get. Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Cowboys will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. Here's Gainwell to return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to get back to work. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. First and 10. He'll get this out wide. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
On third down, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
The home team's offense headed back to take over once more. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. Here's Lance. Catch is made there on the left side by Cooks. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. He'll look to throw. This one, he's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Eagles have it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Hurts working in the pistol. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws, and when errant throws lead to big missed opportunities.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. Now he'll run.
And this is one of the cases, Mike, where defenders, they get their eyes in the wrong spot. They call it eye discipline. He catches them looking elsewhere. It allows him to get upfield and make this 3rd down a lot more manageable.
Here's 3rd and 2. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? Hurts looking to throw on 1st down. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. 11 yards for number 11, and a 1st down. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Quick throw here is complete. And they have the 1st down. So, they get the completion on 1st and 5. And now, they'll set up 1st and 10.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Taking off. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Now someone up front moves early. Can't continue to make these mistakes if you're trying to mount a big comeback. Here's Hurts. He'll take off again.
And this has been a familiar sight all day today for this defense. They have no answer for this quarterback as a runner. That last scramble puts him over 100 yards for the day.
Second and 7. To throw is Hurts. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
He'll look underneath here for Barkley. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Nice job by the defense there, stopping them short on 3rd down. Brings up 4th, but Mike, honestly, I don't think there's much decision to be made. He's got to keep his offense out there. They need to come away with points. Find themselves down multiple scores in this one. They're going to have to maximize these possessions.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Eagles are back within 2 scores.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And it's been a struggle all afternoon. The defense done a great job taking him away from his game, taking his weapons away, and he is yet to find anything to lean on in this one. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Throwing, Lance. Pass brought in by Ferguson. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. A pistol snap with Lance. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And For this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Now a fair catch, and he'll take it at about the 24-yard line. So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. And you get a look at the numbers, they don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. A short throw taken in by Goddard. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Man in motion is Brown. On 2nd down, Hurts. And this throw batted away and incomplete.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
And he's going to have an Eagles first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert on 3rd and 1.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
Hurts to the air on 1st down. Now he'll run it. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 33 yards.
At this point, it just gets frustrating for the defense, right? I mean, you've been watching this guy make big play after big play all game long, not only on the quarterback-designed runs, but it's the scrambles that can really break the back of a defense, and we saw it again here.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Harris, Campbell, touchdown, Eagles. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Big play for the Eagles as they will try for 2. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. And he'll get into the end zone, doing it on his own. Successful 2-point conversion.
Everybody's looking to end every drive with 6, but when you can turn that 6 into 8, man, what a confidence boost coming off the field, and they're going to force their opponent now to start chasing.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. On the return, here's Turpin. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. To throw, here's Lance. That's to the middle of the field and caught by Cooks.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Now Lance. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Lance. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
This is the point in the game, Mike, where on 3rd down, you have to get off the field, and they do a great job. They defend everything in the pass routes, nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, but they don't keep him in the pocket. They let him escape, picks up the 1st down with his legs. They're going to be able to run more time off the clock.
To throw is Lance. He's got that complete to Turpin, and that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. 2nd down and 3. Handoff here, up the middle, and he's going to have a 1st down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line. They'll stay on the ground. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Whistles here. We have another stoppage. Timeout called by the defense with 1:53 remaining. They'll stick with him again. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
Anytime you run a draw, you're hoping the linebacker reads pass and starts dropping into his pass coverage. That's what creates space for your running back to get going. Well, not this time. The linebacker saw it from the jump. He's able to penetrate in the backfield and take the runner down for a loss.
So, pressure kick coming now for Brandon Aubrey. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And he has missed this one. No good. And they will not be able to make this a 2-possession game.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
The Eagles' offense ready to come back out for this next possession. The deficit, 6 points. So a touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. This one is caught by Dotson. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down.
This is a great opportunity now for the offense to really seize control of this game. They just saw their...
No challenge flags in the last 2 minutes from the sideline. All second looks will come from replay, and I think the referee's been buzzed here to get another look at this call, and it is a big one. So that is what you want. I know sometimes it takes time, but they do get it right, and this call will stand. Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
A 2nd down throw for Hurts. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
The crowd cranking it up another notch before 3rd and long. Now it's Hurts. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation, and right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. The home team's offense ready to get back at it. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win for the Cowboys. They put it all together against a very difficult opponent. There are not too many people who were giving them much of a shot coming in, but they rode the energy of this home crowd, got some big plays on both sides of the ball, and they're going to come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the